What if the clock ticked 2361 instead of 1201 on December 31st, 2020? Congratulations, you just landed into 2021 safely. If you're looking outside the window of your room, waiting for a Godzilla to appear out of the blue, then you are not alone. Just when you thought you can get rid of work by taking a day off, your whole office landed into your house. From stressful elections to social distancing, we all have been laying in our pajamas all day without stepping into the shower. That was another streak. If your life is upside down, just imagine what could have gone wrong around the world. You don't have to think hard on that. Here's our compilation of the top 10 fails that took place around the world. Number 10. Have you ever heard about invasion by mistake? Well, it may seem like fake news to you, but just Google it. The Polish military during May of 2020 mistakenly invaded the territory of the Czech Republic. According to our information, the case was discussed by the authorities responsible for border protection on the Polish and Czech sides, the ministry's press office said in a statement. They further continued, in the spirit of good Polish-Czech relations, we believe that this was only a minor misunderstanding that was quickly cleared up. Talk about taking sorry, my bad to another level. Number 9. Stop it Karen, oh stop it Domino's. Even if you don't spend sufficient time on the internet, you would know how the same Karen is perceived. Domino's started running a campaign where they were calling all Karens to write why they weren't bad Karens and get a chance to receive a free pizza. Well, during the time when there's already a massive uproar against white privilege, awarding people only for their white privilege became a bit too insensitive. The campaign literally backfired. While Domino's did get a lot of attention on social media, this kind of bad publicity didn't do well for them. Many people came forward and even said that instead of focusing on Karens, the brand could do with providing free pizzas to frontline workers. Domino's had to apologize, but the catch is, why cause unnecessary trouble to oneself in the first place? Yes, that's a fail. Number 8. The 40th birthday bash of Kim Kardashian. After 2 weeks of multiple health screens and asking everyone to quarantine, I surprised my closest inner circle with a trip to a private island where we could pretend things were normal just for a brief moment in time, Kim wrote on Twitter. This wasn't enough, guys. Please continue to read what happened next. Disclaimer, this is a failure that shows how responsible we are as human beings and how lightly we interpret our privilege. I realize that for most people, this is something that's so far out of reach right now. Second tweet. So in moments like these, I am humbly reminded of how privileged my life is. The next tweet followed. When people were losing their jobs, here we were, enjoying parties and telling how not being able to party during the global health crisis was indeed a misfortune. Okay, we get it. Number 7, Vanessa Hughes, we expected better from you, girl. Talk about privilege added with sheer ignorance. 40 million of Vanessa's followers on Instagram were disappointed when Vanessa said something she couldn't take back. Vanessa, in an Instagram live, said that, I'm sorry, but it's a virus, I get it. I respect it, but at the same time, even if everybody gets it, yeah, people are gonna die. Which is terrible, but inevitable.
I respect it, but at the same time, even if everybody gets it,
Vanessa, baby, you did apologize later, but there are things that people just cannot unsee or delete from their memories. It was just one of those moments. While it was expected from all public figures to take their share of responsibilities and educate the masses about social distancing and the importance of following the standard of practices to avoid exposure to coronavirus, we had celebs telling us that it was just another viral and nothing to worry about. Number 6, when Khloe Kardashian had a thing about butterflies. Khloe Kardashian just photoshopped a butterfly necklace, and sadly, fans picked up on that. The original could be seen in the TV show Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and it didn't look cool at all. Twitter users went as far as to post both pictures side by side, trolling the celebrity. Among other things, She needs to work on her photoshopping skills, which would have saved her from the embarrassment. But people, openly ridiculing a public figure isn't cool, you know. Humor is good, so try being humorous. And Khloe, where's the rest of your necklace chain at, girl? Number 5, a vaccine that could give you HIV. How unfortunate can one be? Ask the one who was tested positive for HIV when they got vaccinated against coronavirus. Could 2020 bring anything else that's worse? Apparently so. A qualified team at the University of Queensland developed a vaccine and the world was proud. What followed after? The volunteers were tested positive for the human immunodeficiency virus that causes AIDS. So what were they left with? Failed attempts to correct the problem and no option other than canceling a $750 million order for 51 million COVID-19 vaccine shots. A tech fail or a medicinal fail? But for sure, another fail. Stuff happens, you know, but this kind of stuff only 2020 could bring. A major fail indeed. Number 4, world's overdependence on Google revealed. So this is a fail for all of us. On Monday of December 14th, Google suffered an outage which disrupted Gmail, Google Drive, and other related services that Google provides. Yes, YouTube stopped working as well. The entire virtual world came down crashing when people tried to access the sites again and again and thought that they should ping their network providers. The outage that only lasted for 45 minutes made most of us question what we should do next, because for a population that relies on Google for disease diagnosis, we didn't really know which other doors to knock. How on earth could Google face an outage? Joke's on us, it was 2020 and literally anything could happen. Number 3, couldn't stop monkey from stealing. In 2020, a video went viral in which a monkey was seen on a tree after having stolen COVID-19 samples from one of Uttar Pradesh's largest government hospitals. During the time when we were trying to contain the virus and still couldn't make people understand how important it was to social distance, we had a monkey stealing COVID-19 samples. Could any other fail have happened like this in 2020, you ask? Well, funny you should ask. Number 2, Trump lost the election. Was that a transition to greatness? Just when you thought 2020 was brutal and unforgiving to everyone except the billionaires, the tables finally turned. Remember when Fox News said Arizona for Biden on the election night? Trump was witnessed canceling his Christmas party. If this was November 2016, every state would have had his back. But this time, whenever he challenged the result, you heard each state shouting, "Make America Great Again, goodbye." The fact that most of us believed that if Donald J. Trump were able to hold the office once, he would be able to hold the offices again was proven incorrect. Thank God for that. There's a fine line between confidence and overconfidence. No doubt the world entered 2021 horribly, but at least we can have a good laugh at the profound misery of the winner of all times. If it wasn't a failure for you, it was surely for Trump. He needed a break anyway. Bless you, 45th president. Please don't hate us for quoting him, they are all facts. Number 1, surprise, I got you. Set coronavirus to Trump. How would you react if you never believed in God and met him out of the blue? Remember when Trump roasted Biden for wearing a mask and claiming that COVID-19 testing was nothing more than stupidity? What happened next? Instant karma. Donald J. Trump was tested positive for coronavirus. While everyone wanted him to recover, no one could help but laugh at the irony. Haven't you heard of the story of the boy who cried wolf? Well, this time, no one actually believed him. Maybe if he stopped testing, he'd be able to tell himself that he never had it. All of us can at least recall one of our epic fails from 2020. But hey, most of us aren't such celebrities yet to become a piece of news, I guess. A fail for one, while a moment of laughter for another. I hope you all stay healthy though. When we've made it past 2020, I'm sure we've got this.